stunting on the block. You can invest that money, get funded by some stocks.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 32. Check smash. Check, huh?
Good play straight ahead. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Ready, break.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Set, go.
Love out of the shotgun. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Set, ready. 33, yellow.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Here we go. Push.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Opposite, green. Here we go, set. Black 40. Check view. Ready.
Hand off to the back. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Eric Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Ultra, ultra. Ready?
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
52 blue, red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Set. 10 black. Hey, check mega. Ready.
Blown back, it's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Tap 45. White. Set.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Come on, set. Set, go.
They give it to him again. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this hit to the foot. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
18, let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. He dodged the tackle. Rolling into enemy territory. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pull that in front for their 13-zip. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. On now is York to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. Nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
safe set of downs for him from the 31.
Striker, 3, ready, ready. Red, 38. Strike, check, strike. Set.
On first down, they'll run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
30-yard line.
Ready. Down. Black, 95.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. The Steelers have played to an early lead. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin.
Here we go.
They start out 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Love. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to start. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Here we go. 52 blue. Magic. Smith red. Hut.
Sending him on the dive. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
33, yellow. Ready.
Shotgun now for Lowe. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there.
Set, ready. Block, 5, 6.
Love from the gun. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
At the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Check pink. Ready. 50 green. Check smash. Hut, hut.
Give now to the running back. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on first down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. On that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. 10 black, hut.
There's Love to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Yellow, line. Let's go now. Blue, 32. Ultra, go ultra. Set, go.
Here's the handoff. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Set.
To the air with Love. Buccaneers are moving up. They're able to drop it. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Claw, 10. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Bass's kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's one of those moments where you feel like, I know you're still trailing, but everybody did their job. Defense took the ball away. Offense put you in position to kick it. Special teams delivers with 3.
Bass now to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing, Shupp. Gets into him on the screen. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Pistol snap here to Shupp. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches.
19 Lion, Crap roll 80, Dragon 60. Hut, go.
Shotgun snap to Shupp. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. To throw again here, it's Shuck. He's got to his running back. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. The Steelers calling their first timeout. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
25 yards. First down, Steelers.
Shuck working from the gun. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60.
Shuck now from the gun. Pass is caught at the 9. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Working inside the red zone. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. York now for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. Now he's York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready, set.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Check view. Set, go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Set, hut. 50, green. Hut.
First down throw, here's Love. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red
Let's
zone.
go. Blue, 32. Rail, yellow. Set.
From the red zone on 1st. His shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
10 cycle. Hut, hut.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands, aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
At the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Chuck. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll run now on 2nd down. They started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Move it, 19. Tracking 60.
Air it out on 3rd. Austin makes the grab downfield. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for us, Steelers. 1st and 10.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Shuck now on 1st down. Taking a shot deep here. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Touchdown.
It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
For the extra point.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Steelers grow the lead now to 22 points.
Packers 6.
On now is York to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready. Black, 95. Ultra. Go Ultra. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 45.
From the pistol, here's Love. As his target, that's Savion Williams. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. It's third down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
On the ready.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's on target to Williams. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
53. Ready?
Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Back to the air. Love. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Okay, ready?
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 43. Blue, go. Zoom, black. Hut, hut.
Throwing again. Love. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Man in motion here. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Now it's York to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready, break.
Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue, 32. Shot, 17. Ready, ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on a quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Set.
The give here on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
52 blue.
Throwing his love on third. Throw left side to Watson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, they'll do some window dressing here in the 4th. Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Set punt. Flies blue. Yellow. 22. Punt.
Desperation time here. Completed over the middle. And he won't escape. They converge on him, drive him backwards after that catch. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Watch the twin. Ready? Cut like 70 line.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Connects on the crosser. Running in the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. Look good on the point after. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. On now is York to kick this one away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40.
Here we go. 10 cycles. 45. White.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Set. Ready. Hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ready up.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Watch out now. Ready. 50. Green. Drill green. Steel. Black.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Reset. 18, right. 8.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. is complete right side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shock working from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Come on, set.
Chuck now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He's trying to push the field. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. And dose of the hurry up here.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. York tacks on that extra point. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead. On now is York to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
We're gonna do some center.
Ready.
Play action. Love. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. 22. Set.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kicked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, I don't know what more to say, just a dominating effort, really, in every phase. To put up a score like this in this league, it's hard to do. It takes all three phases to get it done. And mercifully, well, we're getting closer to the end of this one.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Steelers first down.
To throw, Shuck. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Go! Hey, smash! 18 Cardinal.
Throwing from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down, here's Shuck. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Steeler first down.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set! Bronco 80!
Rush coming for Shuck. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown! The Steelers throwing 6 more on the blowout. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes.
Cade York on 40.
I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. The Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead. Now he's York to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 52, go.
There's a dive up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
45, White.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Okay, right.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down.
Let's go. No, 43.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Quarterback, you love when that screen passes, but at least I used to, and you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. And you also got to find the throwing lane, and you couldn't do it on that one.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Wow, wide open here. Complete. Into the red zone. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers running them out of the building. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Watch it. Do it. Off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I see and send them off? Take a risk and take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I admit that. They black out. If they act out. Yeah, I did that.
The Steelers calling their first time out. And they still have 2 available.